So, for us to enjoy the favor of God, for us to see the manifestation of the favor of God, one of the principles among others, we must live a life of gratitude. The favor of God is always around those that live a life of gratitude with God. You don't need to have millions for you to appreciate God. Just learn to be grateful to God, and the favor of God will forever be around you. The same thing happened to man. If I am your helper and in the time past I've helped you, you didn't show any kind of gratitude, I'm sure that door will be closed. Your gratitude is what activates your next level of favor. Your today gratitude is what activates your next level of favor. Any man who is not grateful cannot be graceful. And for you to be graceful, favor is what makes your cup to be full. If you are not grateful, you cannot be graceful. And it's favor that makes grace to be full. Favor simply means grace. So if you are not grateful, you cannot be graceful. Show me a man that lives a life of gratitude, then I will show you a family that will forever live a life of favor. Favor is the most requirement. I've said that over and over again. If we must walk in his blessing. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 15. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 15. 2 Corinthians media, if you are there. 4 verse 15. It said, for all things are for your sake. Let me have it on NIV translation. It said, therefore, we do not lose what? Heart. All right, thank you. It said, all this is for your benefit. Why will it be for your benefit? What are the benefits you will get? So that the grace that is reaching more and more people may cause thanksgiving to overflow to the glory of God. Thank you. Let me work with this. Thank you. All these is for your benefit. So when you are graceful to God, you are not doing God any favor, is for your benefit. When you are graceful to God, all these is for your benefit. So that the grace that is reaching more and more people may cause thanksgiving to overflow to the glory of God. As an individual, if you are grateful to a man who employs you, someday he'll cut you off, regardless of how gifted you are. You could be gifted. A man can be highly gifted, but if that lack the spirit of thanksgiving, gratitude, gratefulness, it will soon be out of it. Gratitude is one thing relevant. And for you to be relevant, it's favor that make you favor. We talk to learn that it's not about how you walk, but it's the difference. Favor makes the difference. When the favor of God sits in your house, you never lack anything. People go to grief, poverty will never know the address because the favor of God is always around. The favor of God is never around. The favor of God is never around those who murmur. The favor of God can never be around those who cheat. The favor of God is the pillar of holiness. For you to enjoy the favor of God, there are things you must put in place. And the principle, number one we've just mentioned, is for you to live a life of gratitude. When you wake up at night, what do you do? Many of us, when we wake up in the morning, the first thing we grab is our phone. We go straight to our notification to see what has happened behind us. We forget to give God thanks. Gratitude is the activation code that unlocks the favor of heaven. Number one principle is gratitude. Say gratitude. The same thing happened to our parents. If you were sent to school and you return back without telling your father thank you, telling your mother thank you for them paying your school fees, I'm sure they would not want to do more. But even if they will want to do because they are your biological parents, there will be this kind of, burden in them. The same thing happened in the kingdom of God. When you are not grateful to God, you close all access door to your next level. When you are not grateful to God, you shut every access door to your next level. When you are not grateful to God, you close every door to any man that wants to help you. If I give you a pair of shoes today and you didn't say thank you, I'm sure if I have more than 100, I will not give you any. Why? Because you didn't appreciate the first one I gave you. So you are not entitled to get any more gifts from me. That is how it works. The favor of God is always around those that are thankful, grateful. Father, you did this for me. I am grateful. Father, I'm aware the business is not yet matured. But for this client to even take my number, I'm grateful. Means that the business will be completed. Father, I'm aware that the money has not been paid. For them to even send me their name so that my lawyer can prepare the agreement, Lord, I am grateful. Means that I will conclude this business. So we must learn to give God thanks in advance. We must learn to give God thanks in advance. Not only for what He has done, but we must learn to thank Him for what He is about to do. Hallelujah. Psalm 100 verse 4-5 is all about giving thanksgiving. When you come before God, the Bible says, for I will enter His gates with what? Thanksgiving. Enter His gate with thanksgiving and His court with praise. Every day of your life have a gate. And every gate in your life have a gate man. There are angels there. The only access code to get into all these gates, the Bible says, is with thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. You've heard about Thanksgiving message many times, but please pay attention to details. Every day of life, there's a gate attached to it. And at every gate, at every day of your life, man, So for you to get access into that gate, the key you need is thanksgiving. Then when you now enter the gate, you are about to approach the court of God. Means that is where prayers are, where petitions are being dropped. They will be avoid that court and give him praise. Because you dropping your prayer request is what he will do for you tomorrow. You are telling the God, this is what I want. And the only way to get access to this, to get access for the gate, you need thanksgiving, appreciation. Father, thank you. Thank you for what today. Thank you. Thank you because last week, thank you for the extra 2 souls you just added to us. All last 2 weeks, we were 25. Thank you for the extra 5 souls you just added to the church. No, next Sunday will be 40. This is how we put God to work. Thanksgiving. And you know the song of it all is believing in everything you pray by faith. Because without your faith, how can God favor a man? How can God pour his favor on a man that didn't have faith in him? So faith is the master key that brings favor to man. Faith. Thanksgiving is the number one. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. 2 Corinthians chapter 9, 15. 2 Corinthians chapter 9, 15. It says, thanks be to God for his word. Always be thankful. Always be thankful to God. At every level of your life, always be thankful. Always be thankful. Always be thankful. Be thankful. No rent, learn to be. No school, be thankful. That is the key that brings favor. One thing to be thankful. Your thankfulness is what opened the portal to send a man to your next level of lifting. And when that experience takes place, God tells every man, be thankful at all times. Be thankful. God dwells among those that are thankful. They give you a medical report. God, thank you for this report. But I know this is not my report. But thank you, Lord, for this report. I know, but this is not my report. I remember many years ago, I was desperately in need of something, and I tried everything I could. For whatever reason, I was not getting it. And that night, I refused to pray, but just to give God thanks. I started reminding God for all the good things he has done for me. And as I keep reminding him one by one, I have to start thanking God one by one for those things. And I went to bed. The next morning, here comes the miracle. God is never too slow to meet up with our request. God is not too slow. A lot of people said God is too slow to answer us. So this is why a lot of people have gone through the other route. They believe that is the shortcut. It's never the shortcut. When the consequence surface, my dear, you will spend all your life trying to fix one problem. Because what the devil will do, the devil will make you believe that he has solved that problem. But the element he used in solving that problem are dangerous elements with time. You will soon see the manifestations behind those elements. And because it's the devil's doing, not the Lord's doing, you will wait and fix the consequence of it. God is never too slow. Don't let anyone make you believe that God is too slow. He's not too slow. At the right time, at the appointed time, the Bible said, he will show up for you. And the time of God is always the right time. I remember there was a time we had issue with our account, and I needed that money very desperately that day. Not even that day, for that season. It was a big money. And I keep going to the bank every day. One day I sat down, I said, why will I be disturbing myself over this issue? And I actually felt that was the best time I needed that money. So in one way or the other, God made provision, and we were able to resolve that debt. Do you know that when they eventually get the account open, what was in front of me, I have to go back to apologize to God. That if I have spent this money that time, it would have been difficult to achieve this thing. So what just happened? God's time is always the best time. God's time is always the perfect time. It might not make sense to you, but just walk with God. God, in the first place, does not need your sense to walk with. Just walk with God. He said, follow me, for I will make you. So, for you to be made by God, you must follow God. Don't allow your intellect to always allow you to question God. But he said, follow me. Follow me means keep whatever you know. Follow me means don't depend on what you know. Follow me means don't depend on your certificate. Follow me means just follow me without complaint. Just follow me. The maker of men said, I will make you. Follow me and I will make you. Learn to follow God. Learn to follow God. And learn to be grateful. Learn to be grateful. Number 2 principle is consistency. Consistency and focus. Consistency and what? Focus. Consistency and focus. How does consistency and focus be number 2 principles of favor? Even as human, if you are not consistent in one thing that you do, the day the blessing will be coming, they will not find you there. The day the favor is coming, they will not find you there. How many of us have a GSM number called our phone number that have stayed with us for maybe 10, 15 years, maybe 10 years? How many of us? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you've had that number for 10 years. All right. How many of us have ever experienced somebody trying to reach out to us that once have our number, but we lose that number, or we lost the number, and we now have a new number? But for somebody somewhere in America who have your old number 10 years ago, now there is a blessing that is coming your way. He has been trying to reach out to you on that same number, and you are nowhere to be found. What just happened? When you lose that number, you just lose a whole lot of favor. So a man that is consistent will still go back and retrieve the number, because you know that many people, even the ones that you cannot even remember, they have that your number. So they might want to reach out to you someday, somehow, for something. And now, because you are not consistent, they've tried to reach out to you. They can't get hold of you. What just happened? The favor that's supposed to come to you is being diverted to someone else. But when you are consistent in what you do, come 10 years, come 20 years, somebody will just call you. Hey, my friend, how are you? The last time I visited Nigeria, you gave me your number. I saw your work. I saw your furnitures. I just said, let me dial you, and thank God you're on the phone now. Please go to so address. There is something I want you to do for me. This is after 20 years. What just happened? By the virtue of your level of consistency in that one thing you do, favor has been activated. Favor has been activated. When you lose your number, for example, I'm using our GSM as illustration. Learn to retrieve that same number back. As a matter of fact, changing of phone number make people to doubt your profile. Why is he always changing number? Why is he not consistent with one number? I remember many years ago, somebody, my classmate, because he has my number, what do you want me to do? Dismiss so person. What just happened? My level of consistency. A man to his favor on you. So, if you are that always change your identity, you must know that when you change your identity, you are missing some level of favor that is tied to your consistency. There are people today, you will borrow money from, what's the name of this app? K-Cash, or there's this one they call PalmPay. There are a lot. I was going through TikTok the other day. I saw they have posted their face. People that borrow money that refuse to pay. They posted their face on their website. They will put it under, please pay up your debt. Please pay up your debt. You know, this is crazy. You see how men can mess up a whole lifetime favor. Just imagine that someone somewhere who God have ordained to be a blessing to you stumble into that experience online. Lack of focus. Is it not good for you to drink Gary and know that you are not blacklisted anywhere? In the civilized country today, when we were in South Africa, even till now, the bank sent me an email listing all the benefits that I have qualified to get if I want them. Why? Because the first facility we took from them, we didn't have excuse. We serviced it. We paid back in full. Even while we are not there, it's fully paid. So what just happened? Our level of consistency and focus to our commitment. Are you not aware that naturally there are things we are not supposed to be giving testimony about. Bank are supposed to just look at you and say, what do you do? Or you do dry cleaning work. How much do you get in a month? They will check your account. They will check your income. They will check and say, okay, we can be able to give you 5 million naira. Spread in 5 years. Why? Because they have seen some level of consistency and focus in your bank statement. Listen, favor can be given by God, but favor can also be given by men. How can you enjoy this? In a civilized country, for example, you don't need to save up money to buy car cash. Just be consistent in what you do. And make sure you don't live above your budget. Be focused. At the end of every 6 months, they are the one that will call you. Hello, we just discovered that you'll be very, very good with your account running. What does that mean? Being consistent. We see how you run your expenses. We want to offer you that if anytime you need a car loan, we can give you a car loan. But if average Nigerian man gets a pre-approval of a car loan, it's a testimony already. But in that Philippians chapter 3 verse 13. He said, brothers, I did not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it, but one thing I do. Say one thing I do. The reason why many of us are not enjoying this favor of God today, we are mechanic, tomorrow we are carpenter, next tomorrow we are organizer. We are just everywhere. So when the angel come to favor you, the man you work for yesterday have been touched by God for you. Is looking for you. Is looking. And one thing I do, forgetting all this behind, you forget all of this. Focus on one thing. And spend 20 years, the next 20 years of their life, let anybody rise from anywhere, they'll still find them there. They'll still find them there. What is that one? Favor is coming. The favor is going straight to the name that heaven registered from the day you were given birth to. Be consistent. It might not make sense now, be there. The reward might not be coming today, be there. Be focused. This is one thing that I do. Forgetting those things that are behind me. And looking forward to the goal of my future. Those that look towards the goal of their future never stumble. They avoid every kind of distraction. Listen, for somebody watching me online this evening, I've come to announce to you, be focused with your life. Giving up is not an option. You've come too far to give up. You've traveled with a whole lot of mileage. You can't return back. Your mileage have run so high that if you turn back, the engine might knock on the road. So you must keep going. If you can run, run. If you can walk, walk.